Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I am doing a different kind of video. It's more of like a react video. I just want to spread more of this around, just because I feel like it's become a lot more of a problem lately. I mean, there's always been cheaters and exploiters in WoW, but I feel like it's definitely gotten worse over the past few expansions. And I saw Aegis post a video about this, so it's kind of like a react video and give my thoughts about it as well, and maybe get more people to talk about it. And probably wishful thinking, but maybe Blizzard do something about it. I don't know. Probably wishful thinking because I know it's been around for a while, but you know, can try and hope, but if nothing else, can get people more prepared to know what they're dealing with when they uh run into them. So we're gonna react to it, give my thoughts about it and all that stuff, and yeah, so let's get this started. So
Yo, what is up YouTube? In this video, I'm gonna explain why you should start cheating in World of Warcraft. I mean, obviously it's kind of a clickbaity title, but really what I wanted to talk about today was something that's been raising in awareness, and that is cheating in World of Warcraft, honestly. So let me pull it up here for you guys real quick. Boom, here we go, baby. So we posted this a while back. Fought 2 new up-and-coming PvPers from the guild. We aren't getting banned.
pausing this right here. So if you don't know about this guild, which I was reading some of the comments earlier, and it seems a lot of people do, which makes sense because they are pretty famous for what they do usually do. But there's a guild called We Aren't Getting Banned, and they're pretty well known for abusing and exploiting a lot of stuff. They are also pretty well known in world PvP. Some examples is if you see anybody from We Aren't Getting Banned, they do a lot of shady stuff, and then while this part isn't shady, either, like I said about before, they are usually a world PvP guild where they do a lot of buffs, like grabbing like stat buffs and all that, which is not really exploit or anything, but I just wanted to put anybody aware for ahead of time. But as for the exploits and cheats they do, just some examples myself that I've dealt with from their guild. About I want to say 2 months ago, maybe even less than that, I did run into a Death Knight from their guild who was getting into a certain spot in AV and was death gripping people from the Alliance raid outside the map and DCing them on purpose, and they couldn't get back into the game or play it. So that gave us less players to win the battleground, giving Horde pretty much basically a free win. So that's just one example. And also the same Death Knight um, decided to abuse a siege engine in the following Island Conquest battleground and was invisible, so he couldn't kill it, and he just decided to farm the entire raid in the graveyard, and he ended like the battleground with like over probably like 200 kills, I think, if I remember right. And obviously they won, so there's that as well. So this is kind of the scummy stuff that I'm talking about. And then I remember back in Dragonflight, they abused like Hearthstone boards back then. What's some other ones? There's also a Warlock Shutter Rift exploit that I ended up seeing that as well. That also DCs people, similar to like Death Grip did. Um, and I'm sure there's probably some people in the comment section that have said what they've done before, but I just want to get a general idea. And like I said, what to expect if you see somebody from this guild, they do that, just that kind of stuff. So obviously, once we watch Agus's video, you'll see what the person did for him. He just faced from their guild. But I just want to get you guys prepared on basically what the people from this guild are like. So know what yourself are getting into.
So basically what happens here is, well, for one, we have a little bit of a low quality clip here, but yeah, so essentially you'll see what happens here. This evoker.
Yeah, look at him. I can't do any damage to him.
Yeah, no, you can't, buddy. So what you just saw is an evoker abusing a third-party program to lag switch his character, become immune to damage, and then teleport away. I'm presuming whenever he turns off the lag switch. Now,
So, like he said, this guy is from the U Band Guild, and to me, I feel like they just openly mock Blizzard. They name their guild that because they know they can get away with it. They've been around for a long time. For those that don't know, they've been around since at least a while now. I know for Dragonflight because I saw them exploit and cheat and all that stuff, whatever you want to call it, all the time. But yeah, they know they can get away with it because Blizzard just doesn't care, and that's why they've made this guild. I mean, it's pretty clear. I mean, like I said, I listed what they've done when I ran into them, and now I'm watching Agus's video. They got an invoker who's using a lag switch, and just to prove it is true, I mean, even the arena forums are talking about it right now. The arena lag manipulation and network thing is it's rampant. So I mean, it's just it's just a bunch of cheating things going on, a bunch of exploits. And it's not really just them specifically. I mean, there's other things like in general. I mean, like people do like the sync exploits for like epic battlegrounds. This is probably like another thing. Like there's that, and then like some people are just like Q dodge sometimes where you only get like it's like I said, it's not specifically for the skill or anything. I'm like not targeting them specifically, but just like there's so many exploits and cheating. And I feel like in this game anymore these days, like it's been around for a while, but it's so sad to see what kind of stuff has been around and stuff like that. And then recently, I actually even had a blitz. It wasn't for anybody from this guild, but I said this on stream. There was like a druid, for example, who AFK'd the entire blitz, not doing a single thing. And then the following game, he would play and end up trying to win when he was AFK the previous match. So it was pretty clear he was trying to help somebody win there too. But luckily, that's not as common. But that's just kind of what I mean. There's so many uh, questionable things that have been happening in PvP lately, and I just feel like Blizzard should definitely do something about this kind of stuff. But anyways, that's just my current thoughts right now. So let's get back on to the video.
for some additional context, we have a screenshot that I was sent from someone via Discord DMs. And as you can see here, this looks to be their little Discord server that they're in. And they posted a screenshot of the short of this that I uploaded to YouTube. And they said, haha, definitely getting banned with this one. Oh god. On the other hand, if I don't get banned, I'm doing something I normally don't, buying a lottery ticket because I am one lucky if I don't. Damn, of course it
So, yeah, apparently, I guess this is their Discord. And this is just kind of proof that they think they can get away with anything. And I personally I haven't seen Alphon in like forever, but I definitely remember him from Dragonflight. He was definitely abusing a lot of stuff. So I'm not surprised he's still doing it or anything, but I've seen a lot of his apparently he's GM of the guild, by the way. Which I didn't know, but apparently he's GM of the guild. But I'm not surprised. I mean, he was abusing a lot of stuff, so of course his guild is pretty much like that. And like I said, if he's the GM, he openly made that guild to pretty much mock Blizzard, in my opinion. So, I mean, just seeing this screenshot right here pretty much speaks for itself on what they kind of are like. Like, I'm buying a lottery ticket because I'm lucky that I don't get banned. So, it's like he knows like he's not going to get banned because obviously he's been around forever. But yeah, it's just and then this other guy's like, damn, it had to be a streamer. Time to lay low. Like it's just this some of the stuff is just like so freaking scummy, man. It's so so disgusting. It's scummy and everything, and it truly makes me sad that the game has just kind of come down to this. So
had to be a streamer, time to lay low. bruh, they're gonna do something. This is similar to last time we started doing stuff in arenas. So these guys, this guild called We Aren't Getting Banned, has been abusing whatever it is that they're doing. This lag switch, this third-party program, for lack of a better term, it's cheating. They're using a third-party program to have a competitive advantage in a video game. And if that's not cheating, feel free to leave in the comments what it is. To me, and I think a lot of other people, that's cheating. So yeah,
Yep.
they've been doing this for a long time,
Yeah,
and they
true.
aren't getting banned. So that
True.
brings us back to the title of this video. Guys, just start cheating in World of Warcraft. The game that we play has no consequences. You can get away with cheating. You're never going to get banned for cheating in World of
I do feel like I do want to point this out as well. I feel like you have a way higher chance of getting banned for I've talked to my friends about this as well, and I'm sure some people in the comment section could probably agree with this. I feel like you have a higher chance of getting banned for talking in chat than actually doing some cheating exploits. At least that's what I feel like. 'Cause I see a lot of people that do this kind of stuff still play, and then I have some people that I know personally that get more silenced or banned for talking in chat. So I don't know if people feel that same way. Let me know in the comment section down below. But I do feel like that kind of happens a lot. I personally haven't gotten banned or silenced or anything in like forever. It's only happened to me once because I don't really talk that much in chat. But yeah, it is pretty depressing.
Warcraft. So we all might as well start cheating. The reason I bring this up, the reason I want to talk about this, is because I love this game, and it kind of disgusts me that this is being allowed, and that this is, degrading the quality of the game that we play, and people are going to run into these these cheaters, and their gameplay is going to be worse because of it, and their experience on World of Warcraft is going to be worse because of it. So this isn't really getting enough attention, and my video here is to try to just give it a little bit more attention, because we need Blizzard to act on this. We need these people.
Yeah, we definitely need Blizzard to do something about this. Like like I said, it's probably wishful thinking, but it's just something needs to be done about like people like deseeing people under maps or doing invisible siege engines. There's this. It's one thing to actually play the game, like do like normal stuff and like have buffs, helping them out and do that stuff like that. But when you take advantage of like lag switching in arena or doing bots that people do in arena, or exploiting the game, making invisible siege engines, it's a gigantic problem, and it's not fun for anybody. And this game desperately needs more PvPers, not less. Because I'm sure a lot of people know it's just we need more players, obviously, and getting people that do this kind of thing makes people just want to quit. It's just the way it is. So something kind of needs to be done about this kind of thing. So hopefully, spreading awareness like this will help out some more. But yeah,
People to be held accountable for using third-party programs to get a competitive advantage. Yeah, like I said, it didn't bother me too much to actually fight them, because believe it or not, they actually still found a way to lose. Again, crazy.
I can't believe they lost.
It's like, this was a very close game, and it was not a fun experience to go through. It left a sour taste. And then, they're even going in on their burner accounts and saying, the guy's name was Gank Job, and then there's a ganky spanky guy here saying, bro, you almost lost a double DPS, and he was AUG. So like they're even kind of like their confidence in how much they're not getting banned. They're even, you know, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for here? They're like really self-aware of what they're doing,
Of course they are.
and they're
What's cheater? Always a cheater.
having a lot of fun doing it. Like they're getting clips like this, and then they're making.
I mean, this is kind of just proving my point. Like, they know what they're doing, and obviously, as soon as they see this video as well, they're gonna say this stuff to me. I already fully expecting it. But yeah, it's just they know what they're doing, and obviously they like getting reactions out of it. That's the whole point. But yeah, it's pretty sad. But you know, it's definitely gotten more toxic lately.
Burner accounts to get reactions, and it's really degenerate behavior, man, to be honest with you. And Blizzard doesn't care. They've been doing this a long time, apparently. So yep, start cheating in WoW, guys. Maybe we get some more attention on things like this. If we all start cheating, they gotta do something eventually. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic and I'm kidding, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. I think it's a little crazy. Again, I love.
All right, so that's pretty much the main point of the video. If you want to finish the rest, I'll leave a link to his video down below. But you guys pretty much get the general idea. The rest of him is just talking about the comments. But if you want to see the rest, I'll leave a link to his video, of course, below. But I just wanted to read you guys some of the comments of what people said. I left a comment as well as myself. So hopefully Blizzard will address it now. I highly doubt they will. You won't get banned for cheating, but you'll get banned for being somebody else for cheating. True. I think the odds of you getting banned for that is so true. Literally happened to be 30 banned chat for chat abuse. I literally said drop. Yeah, I'm not surprised that he got banned for this, but I mean, if he probably went against a kickbot, then yeah, I mean, it's just so funny. But I'm not surprised that he did end up getting banned. So. But it is kind of funny how fast you get banned for stuff like this instead of people getting, you know, banned for cheating. They are notorious for exploiting battlegrounds. Like I said, I told you guys, like they're notorious for exploiting battlegrounds. That's really, really sad. People have been reporting them for a long time, but they seem to have chosen their guild name as well. See what I mean? They see what I mean. They are notorious and they have been around for a long time, and they chose the guild name because they know they can get away with it. This has been a long time, not just in arenas, but all facts of PvP. So all areas, arenas, world PvP, battlegrounds, they're in gold share doing this, end game zones. It's gotten to the point where I don't even bother engaging world PvP because there's no points. When they're about to die, they just become unkillable and teleport somewhere. It's people like this that are just, it's so depressing, man. I witnessed players from that guild using all sorts of exploits and others for 6 years now. This lag switch is just the most recent and worst of their malicious actions. They've used a horde-only side quest to Vol'dun to teleport in mid-combat. They've abused glitches and epic backgrounds to make flags non-interactable, vehicles invisible, and airships' cannons disappear. Dude, that's just disgusting. I knew about the vehicles invisible, but I didn't know about the flags and the cannons. That's just sad. They've abused miscaled combat pets, give them unfair advantages in PvP. I don't know if this is really uh you can consider this one cheating and exploit, because like I said, buffs and stuff isn't really an exploit or anything, but I could be wrong on this one. But they do have like a guild that they use like all these freaking buffs, and it's really annoying. But it's not really like as bad as the other ones. They've abused clipping glitches and misscaled abilities, like their recent rogue one-shot exploit. Of course they have. They probably got that from Rextra though. But yeah, it just kind of proves my point. So, and then the rest of it is pretty much more or less kind of the same thing. They abuse a lot of their stuff and stuff, but you guys kind of get the point. Anyways, I don't want to make this video as much longer as it is because I think it's gone on long enough. Like I said, this is just a different kind of style of video. I'm obviously not planning to do this a whole lot. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys my thoughts, spread this around. If nothing else, if you see from some people from this guild, you'll know what to expect, and stuff like that. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I'll see you guys later.